Hi guys, I am going to give you a little short video on how to conduct your egg experiment that you're going to do at home starting tomorrow, Tuesday, February 28th. So here are your instructions. You should have your Google Doc. It should be in your Google Classroom. That also explains what you're going to do. Okay. This will cover two of the standards that we're currently working on, LS 1-1 and LS 1-2. So make sure you take a look at those two standards and that you understand the expectations, what you're supposed to do or learn from conducting this experiment. Okay? All right, so here we go. You should have your materials. So you should have a chicken egg, some string, about 10 centimeters, doesn't have to be very long, a metric ruler. You should have your food coloring, either red, blue, or green. The dark colors work best. Some white vinegar, salt, which is I changed this, I think I took some classes to get some Cairo syrup. It's a little expensive. Salt is a lot cheaper, so we're going to go with using the salt. So everybody can get salt, it's pretty cheap. Let's get this, use salt. The results should be the same, okay? Bottled water, or you could use water from the tap. It may give some different results, but let's try bottled water. And then, of course, some type of a clear glass container or a bowl, something small. It doesn't have to be really large, a smaller bowl, something that you can put your egg in, okay? So here's your procedure. Before you begin, I want you to just take some observations. So you're looking at some qualitative data, looking at your egg. What does it look like? How does it feel? Those types of observations, okay? And you're going to make sure you record everything in your data table. So on the last page of your lab, you have the data table where you put in all your information, and then that last column you shows your qualitative data, okay? So what does it feel like? Is it hard? Is it soft? What color is it? Does it have any markings on it? Make sure you record any of that information on your data table sheet, okay? And then watch the video, which you're doing now, that kind of explains to you what you're doing. And then, of course, then take a photo, okay? You must be in the photo, all right? I don't want you sharing photos with other people or anything. I want to see you actually conducting this experiment, okay? Just in case, if one of your eggs breaks, you have one or two options. You can start over, which you'll have to do, or you can have two eggs going at the same time, simultaneously. So just in case one breaks, you don't have to start over. You can just take the second egg and just keep going in the experiment. Now, you have to be careful, because if the second egg breaks, you got to start over, okay? So just be careful. It is a very fragile experiment, and the egg can break because it will no longer have a shell on it, all right? So the first day, so tomorrow, if you can't get your materials tomorrow, you can start on Wednesday. It's no big deal, but just let's get started soon. You're going to place your egg, after you've made your initial observations, into your glass bowl, okay? You're going to pour your vinegar over it until the egg is completely submerged in the vinegar, all right? That's it. Let it sit there for about a day, sometimes two, depends on how long it takes. But what you're trying to do is the vinegar is going to remove or dissolve the outer shell, okay? And so it takes about a day or two for that process to happen, all right? Again, after that time has happened, between 24 and 48 hours, so between a day or two, when you have noticed that all of the shell is completely removed from your egg, you're going to carefully pour off that vinegar into the sink. Catch your egg. Make sure the egg doesn't fall off into the sink, or else it will break, and then you got to start over. Okay? So just carefully pour the vinegar off into the sink. You're going to have an egg, and it's going to be a naked egg. It's not going to have, the shell is not going to be on it anymore. Okay? So the only thing that's going to be exposed is the cell membrane. So this activity should hopefully start to juggle some things going on in your mind. Why are we doing this activity? What is Ms. Turner trying to get me to see about this whole idea of cells and organelles? Okay. Carefully just rinse your egg off under the tap water, and then you're going to measure the circumference. All right. So you're going to take your string, and you may want to have somebody help you with this. It's perfectly fine. Somebody can hold the string for you, or kind of put it around the fat part of the egg, or if you're good, if you want to put it down on the table, just kind of do it, that's fine, doesn't matter. Just as long as you can get the string to wrap it around the egg, and then you just kind of take however far that went and lay it up against a ruler so you can measure the circumference of the egg. Okay? It's going to be, make sure your measurements are in millimeters. So if it says 4.5, that's going to be 4 centimeters, so you need to convert that to millimeters. Okay? So make sure all of your measurements are listed or recorded in millimeters. All right, so after you've done that, you've made your quantitative measurements, you've taken the measurement, and you've made some qualitative observations. You kind of looked at it. What does it look like now? Does it look different? How does it look? How does it smell? How does it feel? Those types of measurements. All right. Now you're going to take your egg and you're going to place it back in the container. So you've rinsed out the container. No more vinegar. Rinse it out. You have your bowl again. You're going to put your egg back in there, and now you're going to fill it up with salt water. I'm sorry, not salt water. You're going to do food coloring first, okay? So you're going to take take some water and put your food coloring in it. Make sure it's a nice dark color, okay? And you're going to pour that over into where your bowl, where your egg is, all right? And of course, make sure that the egg is completely submerged under the food coloring, and then you're going to keep that in there about a day and a half. Same amount of time you kept the egg in there with the vinegar. Take a picture. Don't forget to take a photo, and record your photo. Place your photo in your data table as well. All right. So after that's over, same thing. Take the water, pour it out gently. Don't let your egg slip into the sink. Take your egg out, and you're going to do another quantitative observation. So you take your string again, make another measurement around the circumference, record that into your data table, and then you're also going to make some qualitative observations. What does it look like, feel like, anything? All right, make those observations and record that into your data table. Pour out the colored water into the sink, rinse out your bowl again. You're going to, now after you've done all your measurements, you're going to put the egg again back into the bowl, and this time the last one you're going to put is salt water. And so now you just take a cup of salt, depends on how big your container is. That's why I didn't tell you how much salt to use, because it really is going to depend how big your container is. I would say between a half a cup and a cup. I know that's a lot. Maybe even a quarter of a cup and a half a cup would probably be good for the size bowl that you use. Put it in there, stir it up in the water, and then pour that over into your container that has your egg. Again, make sure your egg is completely submerged and let it sit for a day or two. All right. After that, same procedure. Take your salt water, pour it off the egg. Again, be careful of your egg, and do your measurements. Take your measurements again. Okay. So start tomorrow. It should be fun. It should be exciting. I should probably start hearing a lot of stories about what's going on at home. Keep it away from little brother and little sister. They will get curious, and they might just tip it over and not a good thing, okay? Have fun. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. See you later. Bye-bye.